Individual planning of goals. After the goal meeting, it is time for each employee to spend time alone to think about own potential. What are the possibilities and which new opportunities have emerged during the goal meeting? The employee can also reflect on the challenges in the past, how to deal with them in the future, and what the needs are to increase competences and responsibility going forward. The employee have to set own interim goals, and the goals must be perceived as being within sight but out of reach at the moment. The employee is then ready to meet the manager in a contract dialogue. Contract dialogue. The next step is a contract dialogue where the employee and the manager meet and discuss the goals. The objective of the contract dialogue is that the employee will find and commit to final goals. It is the manager's responsibility that the goals are not too high nor too low. Within sight but out of reach is the perfect target. This means a goal where the employee feels the positive side of adrenaline pumping in the veins and where striving to reach the goals are not given stress nor is it causing boredom. It is also in the contract dialogue where the manager is helping the employee to feel competent and thereby helps adjusting goals upwards for a less self-confident person. The manager is also helping to adjust goals downwards for a very self-confident person who can conquer the whole world alone and where the manager believes that the high goals are too high to be able to achieve. When setting clear goals, it is important to have the full commitment from the employees. An ambitious goal set by you can seldom be as attractive as an ambitious goal set by the employee. That is why the employee must play the larger role in setting own goals for the next period. Your role is to balance between setting the direction and coaching. Hopefully you have already set the clear direction at the goal meeting with the team, and if the employee is setting a lower goal than expected, you may find it valuable to repeat the overall goals. What you're looking for in this contract meeting is all the ideas that the employee has seen as valuable from the goal meeting and new ideas which the employee has thought about since then. It could be ideas from outside the team. For a goal to be valuable to work with, the employee needs to consider how SMART the goal is. SMART means specific, measurable, attractive, realistic, and time-bound. Press the button See it in action to see an example of a contract dialogue. Here you will meet an employee not fully living up to expectations at the moment. Notice that setting goals are not the only issue at this meeting. How to achieve the goals is even more important, and so is the work-life balance. If your employee is lacking ideas, you can help with a new perspective like, what if you could reach even better results in? What would that mean to you? If you've been out of the coaching context to set a clear direction and expectations for the employee, you can get back to the coaching context by asking, now that you know what is expected of you in this team, how do you want to achieve it? Did you notice that the employee's starting point was that the manager should come up with all the answers? And did you also see that the answers came from the employee instead? Note also that the learning objectives for this employee for the next period are structure and skills in calling customers proactively. It seems like structure is most probably what this person is already good at, but something has been standing in the way for this to happen. Calling proactively is most probably not a preference, and still it's a part of the job. Either this person finds a way to feel comfortable in calling, or he may benefit from finding a job that better matches the preferences. It seems like this person wants to help other people, and if the person's perception can be that every call means that a customer gets the needed help, then this person may very well feel comfortable calling proactively. This dialogue is an example of how questions and answers can be interlinked. There are many options for how this dialogue could have been. It is up to you as a manager to choose the questions you want to ask the employee. It is your creativity as a coach that determines how much clarity the employee gets. There's not a lot of difference in coaching high, average, and low performers. The questions are generic, and it is common knowledge that people want to be even better, also the high performers. The starting point is always what the person is good at and should continue doing, and from there add new possibilities for the person. The manager abstains from being the employee's judge. Instead, the manager coaches to get the employee to understand his or her own foundation and to visualize how it can be when the foundation becomes even stronger. Along the way, the manager also looks into the obstacles that have been challenging in the past, which challenges can be foreseen in the future, how to prevent the obstacles, and how to deal with them. The employee can then take the necessary decisions, embrace opportunities, and face challenges. A decision taken by the employee out of a wish is much more beneficial in the long run than an order from the boss. Follow up. Once you have set clear goals, you can use the next month to follow up on achievements. Press the button See It in Action to see an example of a contract meeting.